Okay, welcome in round 3. So we see the feature. You just saw the guys preparing to start round 3 on the feature table. We got Dries Vanheukelom, who is also is he a local guy?
Yeah, of course.
He's
of the club. Attending at our tournaments for a very long time. He was organizing tournaments also before. Now he ain't anymore. He did it for several years. Also at the place where we are organizing our events at this moment. So he is very known again under all the Magic players that are here today. They already started their match, so I believe it's better for us to just switch over to the match.
He's playing against Francois Quievreux, so I think he's one of our French attendants.
Or he's French speaking.
French speaking,
maybe
French, either
from the south of
Belgium or from France. I don't really, do we have any French?
Not today,
no?
At least.
Okay, no. So he's playing Eldrazi.
And Francois is playing, we saw just Blue Delta.
I see
Brainstorm.
Is that?
Is it Charlesburg?
Yeah, it's yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I saw.
Only guessing, maybe it's wrong.
No, but I saw Charles' agent as well.
So I believe it's Charlesburg, but if it's wrong, we can adjust it. It's not that big of a problem. So Eldrazi seeing the battlefield a lot lately. A lot of players playing Eldrazi. It's also a very good deck, I believe.
It's a very solid deck.
And you have some really neat outs with the Eye of Yugen coming into Mimic. Then next turn Eldrazi Temple Thought Seer. Next turn Cavern of Souls with it, and playing Reality Smasher.
And it can go very fast. If you don't get any answers to it, it can really disrupt you as well, because it plays Chalice of the Void on the main. So it can get out the Swords Plowshares that you could throw at the Eldrazi's. It takes out the lightning bolts if you're playing a control deck, and forget about your ponders, your brainstorms. It just messes things up, as the Eldrazi actually should do, of course.
So now we see the Endless one on the Dries Vanheukelom side. It's an X creature for X mana. It gets X counters. It's just an Eldrazi, nothing more. Ooh, Baleful Strikes.
It's a good card against Eldrazi. Because of a dead touch. It's actually very good. And of course it gets sealed card, so it just replaced itself in the hand. I don't think you get very. You can get better creatures, but it's a very solid creature. It's a 1/1 flying dead touch, and it comes into play, draw a card. So
you really need to adjust the camera.
It's shaking a little bit. So the Endless one doing 2 damage, putting Francois on 17.
Isn't he on Aluren? Somebody says in the chat. Maybe it's possible.
No, 14. He's on 14, Glenn. Francois. He fetched twice. How is he on 14? He fetched twice, and is that the second attack from the
13?
It's the second attack from the Endless one. Indeed. It's
and Dries is on 16.
Yeah, because of the Dismember, of course. He's on. What are you saying? He's on Aluren?
In the chat, somebody says, "Isn't he on Aluren?" I believe he is, with the Coiling Oracle.
So, with the Charles agent, Francois just cascaded into Coiling Oracle, revealing another Charles agent, and putting that in his hand. If it would have been a land, he could have dropped it. He could have brought it into play with the Coiling Oracle ability.
So does he really have just like 3 Charles agents in hand at this moment?
I think he...
Lands and Baleful Strikes.
It's hard to see because he's constantly fiddling with his cards, but
another Endless one for 2. Fatal Push.
Which gets rid of Endless One, no matter how big he is, because once he's on the table, he's on convert mana cost 0. So so cascade into Parasitic Strix. It's cascade into Ponder. It is.
And once again, the timer did start like 7 minutes late or something. A couple of minutes late. Probably there are only like 42 minutes left in this round or something.
We're not pointing in any direction. We're both a little bit slack, perhaps, on that. No. We focus on the cards that come into play and things like that. And, sometimes that just.
Sometimes you have some different options.
Sometimes there's that gives some administrative.
Definitely.
Aluren. Yeah.
I played myself against Aluren 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Lost the matchup playing Topless Miracles.
Yep. So Ponder. He shuffles his deck, so he didn't find anything that was looking.
Yeah, he needs just to find an Aluren, and then they need a Cavern Harvey normally, and then together with the Strix, it's game. It's game over. Yes.
I've played against it I think a couple of times already as well, but it's again one of those decks I don't play against that often, and it's sort of one of those strange decks that I don't really get. Because Aluren, it says any player may play a creature card with total casting cost 3 or less whenever he or she could play an instant and without paying its casting cost. So it's a 4 mana enchantment. It actually just says that you can drop down CMC 3 creatures as if they had flash without paying the mana. So
for both players.
Yes. So how does the Aluren mirror match work? That's good.
Then it's
is that
they need to do it in response on the other player playing
interesting
the Baleful Strix or something. I don't know.
that would be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's focus on just one is already difficult enough for me. So let's just see what this. There's another Charlotte's Agent. Cascading into Abrupt Decay. Okay, so that could actually also target one of the.
So, paying one and
probably
Jitter goes
Jitter.
down.
Yeah. The Jitter is probably the better option. So Dries in response.
He had 3, so he's taking 6 lives.
Yeah, probably.
He's at 22.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Or maybe he killed the Charles Angel?
No.
No, he's at 22.
No, he's got blockers enough.
The camera is very annoying.
Yeah. It's and he has put Dries has put down an Eldrazi Displacer as well, which is not the common build, is it? Usually it's. Yeah, you've got Calder's Eldrazi, and you've got the black and white variant, of course. So it's black-white Eldrazi.
We couldn't take out the Charlotte's Agent, of course, because it's the trigger of the Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
So it's Charlotte's Agent is still on the stack. Then he reveals from the top. Abrupt Decay resolves first.
Yep.
So it didn't touch the battlefield at that moment.
Yeah.
So he's taking out.
He's displacing.
Yep.
The Charlotte's Agent
comes back.
So it comes back. So Cascade triggers again.
No.
No,
it's not casting. Cascade says only when casting, not when it comes into play.
Okay, it's not coming to play.
No, it's a cast trigger, so now it doesn't work.
Very well. And it comes into play tapped.
So and he's hitting in for 7.
Yeah, because of the displacer, which
blocking,
says so.
Taking 4.
Yep, he is.
So I believe it's a pity for Dries Vanheukelom that he didn't remove the one counter from Umizawa's Jet. Oh no, it was blocked as well with the other Challenge Agent last turn, I believe. Yeah.
So another Strix. Still not finding the necessary Aluren.
No, but he has another Baleful Strix.
Yep. And that's Parasitic Strix.
Yep. So he could gain 2 extra life. Not this turn, costs 3.
Yeah, it costs 3, so yeah.
Maybe we can pop it up.
He has Fatal Push on hand, so he can keep that open. It'll cost 1 more because of the Thorn of Amethyst, of course. But it gets rid of one of the endless ones. And of course he's got blockers enough now to have Death Touch as well. So
I popped up the Parasitic Strix. It's for 3 mana, a 2/2 flying creature, and it says comes into play. If you control a black permanent, target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And that's how Aluren works, actually, with the combo with Cavern Harpy. And whenever that comes into play, you can take another blue creature, or black creature back on hand. So you take Parasitic Strix back, you play Parasitic Strix, then there is the Cavern Harpy. So the opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life, you pay 1 to
take that Cavern
Harpy back in hand, you play it again, and that's the way you combo it out, and you just kill your opponent actually with 2 creatures coming in and out the game.
And then we see
an Endbringer,
which is
could be very good.
Yeah, and in my opinion, it's a card that is very polyvalent. It's very omnipotent. It can do tons of stuff. It can shoot 1 damage to a creature or opponent by just tapping it. If you put in 1 colorless mana and tap it, you can make 1 creature not able to attack or block this turn. And with 2 colorless mana and tapping it, you can draw an extra card. The middle ability, actually, is an ability that one of the competitors here today used against me last Friday. And actually, I didn't know about that ability. So it's something that
creature can't attack or block.
And it was.
You have to pay 1 colorless mana for it. Some wastes.
And of course, the fact that that Endbringer also untaps in the opponent's untap step doesn't really help. So you can activate it way too much. And Francois just drew a Leovold, putting it down, which means that Dries can't take any more card. But that does handicap the Endbringer because if he targets if he's going
every
to,
time he shoots 1 damage.
But then again, is he going to he could just probably attack or something with the Endbringer. And of course he's got the characters.
Bouncing for his draw card.
But that always gives him a card. That always gives him a card, of course. So this is going to be shoot the Strix, probably. That's another endless one in Dries Vanheukelom's hand. It is. This would make it an IFU.
Paid 3 mana. This goes away. So
that's
for
5. That's a 5/5 now.
That's a 5.
And no more cards on hand for Dries.
No, but Francois still has the Abrupt Decay on hand.
But he can't play the Abrupt Decay because of the Thorn. He's 1 mana short.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Is that an attack with the Displacer?
Oh, impossible to do. Oh, Brimstone. I was thinking what Abrupt Decay is, but
and he just drew 3 lands. That one.
Very bad.
Fortunately, there's a fetch, but he already knows that he's going to pull out another land in the next
land,
which is definitely
not
what he needs. No.
Maybe Dries and Vanheukelom can win in the next round. He has Endbringer, so he can shoot 1 damage to Francois in response on playing the Leovold or something, so then he's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he plays the Leovold, he can Caracas it back to his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He can...
Yeah, there are a lot of options for Dries because...
so Francois now needs to play his Strix and the Leovold.
And then again, he can just displace the Strix.
But so then he's losing and gaining. And not if the Leovold's not on the battlefield.
It comes back. It comes back into play tap, so it can't. And he can just attack with the Endbringer then, which is also a 5/5.
So there you have it, Leovold.
So no response Dries from Dries.
He fetched, so he's at 5 at this moment, of course. Francois.
Yeah, I want to get rid of those that lands that was.
Yes. So he's at 5, and now the Strix hits the battlefield. I believe Dries should respond. Dries should respond and bounce the Leovold with the Carcass. Then Francois doesn't gain 2 life. Okay, he draws Cavern Harpy. So he has the combo in hand, only missing Aluren at this moment. Okay, so Leovold goes back to the hand. Is he playing Cavern Harpy? It doesn't really matter. If he plays it, Dries can shoot 1 damage to it. Displays the Baleful Strix and just attack. And then it's over. I believe there are no options for Francois to win this. He's scooping it up. So it's
it was just it was just a matter of finding that Aluren.
Dries had no interaction, no interaction.
Cards were on hand, so
if Francois could have found one Aluren, it could be all over.
Yeah, with the amount of Strixes and all that he and brainstorms that he cast, you would think that he should have found one, but unfortunately he didn't for him.
So in our backup matchup, they're also sideboarding at this moment, so we can switch over to C. We don't know who's playing there on those tables. Maybe we will switch over just for 1 second, because on the right you see Christophe the Jackie Jacobs. He's also a commentator on our tournaments. He does the modern event. He streams the modern event. He was here yesterday all
together
day
with Ben.
Yes.
Ben is also competing today with a very strange deck. Usually, he's known as the dwarf player.
Yeah, we call him the dwarf man. So he plays dwarves in Legacy,
which is always very nice to see people. Just gathering around this table and hey, did you see that dwarf player or didn't you? And you should check out that deck. And is dwarves the thing nowadays? Or he completely messes up with people's minds. It's great guy.
So the names and the standings on top are not correct at this moment. We're now looking at our backup matchup. Just for 2 seconds, we're switching back to our featured table.
We know Jackie's playing Storm, so but we don't know what he's playing against.
So both matches are sideboarding. We still don't have any deck lists. So we switch back. What can Dries bring in his deck against Aluren? Does Eldrazi has something?
Yeah, we saw Deathrite Shaman, of course, and I know the Eldrazi deck plays Pitting Needles, but I don't think that you. Yeah, do you want to play that against? You want to take out the Deathrite Shaman? Yeah, you probably wanna do.
I don't know if it's. You bring in a card that's not aggro, yes, just for stalling the opponent 1 extra turn. No, I don't know if it's the correct way to do it. Yes, what does work Of course, yes, Biting Needle ain't that bad, but I don't know they are playing because you can choose the Cavern Harpy. So he can't pay 1 life to bring attack to his hand.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Pitting Needle on Cavern Harpy would be a
or
good call.
the Sorcerer's Spyglass, the new one from Ixalan, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, it's actually a Biting Needle, only costs 1 mana more, but you can look at your opponent's hand
and then choose.
Then choose.
Which for Eldrazi is not that much of a problem because they play the Soul Lands. They play both Ancient Tomb as well as City of Trades. So I've ordered my Sorcerer's Spyglasses as well. Because I'm also playing with Soul Lands and all. So,
of course, he is playing. We didn't see any at this moment, but he is playing main deck 4 Chalice of the Void. It's also probably, very good. If you put them on 2 or on 3.
On 3, of course, you're going to mess up with your own Displacer at that point.
But you have the Cavern of Souls. It doesn't do anything for the Displacer.
No.
Because you have Caracas, but with Cavern of Souls, you make the white mana.
And then we have the Chalice.
There you have it. Chalice on 1.
So no more brainstorms, which helps Francois to get to his Aluren or to his combo pieces.
So no brainstorms, no ponders.
No ponders. No. It's a big play from Dries, who did pay
watch
2
out.
life.
He has
to do so.
Oh
because,
yes,
he put down the Ancient Tomb.
A second Chalice of the Void in hand.
Okay, yeah.
So if he has another Soul Land, he can play it on 2 as well.
And that will probably
He has Cavern of Souls in hand. He has 1 or 2 Endbringers in hand.
That's Urborg, the Tomb of Yarmark.
Yeah. So he doesn't need to take a lot of damage anymore from his Ancient Tomb after the next round.
No.
Oh, Francois finds Aluren.
Yeah. He's got a Jitter, he's got a Snaring Bridge.
Oh, and Snaring Bridge is also very good.
Very good against Eldrazi.
And Francois doesn't need to attack, so doesn't do anything.
And Dries definitely he's not going to take down Francois with 20 activations from the Endbringer.
And Dries only has Wretched Bomb on site to destroy the Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah.
It's only out at that moment.
Yeah, that could be
game changing.
Could be game changing. Absolutely. Because I don't think he's going to put down that second Chalice of the Void on 3.
No. Not at this moment. No.
So Eldrazi Mimic. There comes the Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, it's on.
Yep. Now it looks very bad for Dries Vanheukelom at this moment.
He's giving a sigh.
Yeah. Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah. Of course, he can attack with the, but no, he's not going to. That's not going to help a lot. So Endbringer of 3.
Yes.
So Eldrazi Mimic does 3 damage.
Is it 15 at this moment? Fetch 2 times.
Yeah. And Francois just took an Abrupt Decay, so he can Abrupt Decay the Chalice of the Void in a minute.
Actually, not necessary at this moment to Abrupt Decay the Chalice of the Void. He just needs to find 2 extra lands, play Aluren, and win.
Yeah. He's got Dries in a corner where he probably can't come out of. Yeah. No.
Casting
Another Mimic. And
Dismembering, Baleful Strix, taking
4 damage. Out of it. Yeah, so he's just down to 10. We do apologize for the shakiness of the camera. We will try to remember to go out and fix that later on.
Hitting for 5.
Yeah, like Francois needs to get rid of cards because if not, he's
maar Baleful
draws him a card, so he's lucky to find a land, so he can now fetch for something and get the Death Shaman out, which gives him another mana for the next turn.
Yep.
So yeah, it's but he's going to take another hit, but he now has 2 blockers. So
but he found his other land. So next turn he could play some extra.
Yeah, next turn with the Death Shaman, but that
so
means,
he still has 3 cards in hand.
Yeah, that means he can't block with the Death Shaman. Because he doesn't have the extra mana he needs to put down the Aluren.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
But does he need to learn it? He has Abrupt Decay, Baleful... No, the Parasitic Strix, so he can't combo off at this moment.
But if he puts down the...
Dries again, going for 3.
Yeah. If he puts down the...
going for 9. Yeah. And Francois is at 9 at this moment, so he needs to block.
Yeah.
Probably with the Baleful Strix.
He's going to block. What do you think he's going to block?
It's best to block a Mimic at this moment.
Do you think so?
One, yeah, it's a 3/3. You draw a card and you have 4 cards on hand. If you can play 2 cards, we have 2 left.
Yeah, okay.
But of course the Mimic can attack.
Yeah.
So
the Mimic, of course, the ability of the Mimic to actually mimic the...
you see, he blocks the Mimic.
To mimic the power and toughness of another Eldrazi that just entered the battlefield.
6.
It's not a mandatory trigger.
No.
It's so Francois just took a ponder. What would be the better play? To put down Aluren and just play the Parasitic Strix for 0?
Dries forgot. It's Chalice of the Void for the Death Shaman.
He did.
Oh, this could be game changing.
Yeah.
This could be game changing.
Dries. They just swapped 2 life because of the Parasitic Strix entering the battlefield. Ooh, he did forget that Chalice.
Yeah. This changes everything, of course.
Yeah.
Now he has 2 cards in hand.
Yeah. So only the Mimic can attack. So only the Mimic can attack, and it does attack, being blocked by a Parasitic Strix. And now Francois is debating. No, Dries is debating what to do next, of course. Puts down City of Traitors. And there we have Chalice of the Void on 3. Not really able to see what Francois just drew, but he now abrupt decays the Chalice of the Void that was on 1, so the one that Dries forgot about. Now pondering. He's definitely just trying to get rid of cards. That's quite obvious.
So now the Chalice is on 3.
Yeah, Chalice on 3, and Chalice on 1's gone.
Yeah, it's got the abrupt decay.
But it's very bad for Dries that he forgot to counter that Death Shaman, because that's costing him the game at this moment. Yeah, definitely.
And there's 1 for 2.
2, yeah. Whew. And Francois has Parasitic Strix and Fatal Push on the hand. So he's flashing.
Now Chalice works.
Yeah. Removing the Dismember, or no, we're removing
a land for
a land
1 mana.
For 1 mana. Fatal pushing that
Fatal
2/2.
push.
Yeah. So now Francois is out of cards.
Yep.
Which means that
he has mana enough normally to cast every card.
Yeah.
Nope. Brainstorm.
Yeah. Does he find the Harpy?
Leovold.
What mana cost is the Harpy?
It's 2. It's 1 blue, 1 black.
Yeah, but then again...
But now he needs two combo pieces.
Yeah,
he hasn't anything, so probably he's just going for beatdown or something at this moment.
Yeah,
but
or he could just go for the That's Right Shaman.
That's Right Shaman kill.
The kill. Yeah.
Just taking 3 turns, and he can keep 1 card on hand without any problem.
No, Leovold again.
Oh, but doesn't need to, can play every creature in his deck for free.
Yeah.
So now he can just remove every turn 1 card. It's
yeah.
So, and Leovold goes to Chalice of the Void again.
Yeah,
so 2 cards. Both creatures that are on the battlefield at this moment should be counted by
be there.
Chalice.
Yeah. Dries.
Aluren still says.
Dries not there apparently.
Aluren says cast it without paying its mana cost, but it's still casting. So you can counter it, and Chalice triggers.
Yeah. Any player may cast creature spells. It's still a cast. Yeah.
There are at this moment like 18 to 17 minutes left in this round. You see the clock in the top right corner. It says almost 24, but it's like 6 minutes less or something. We did start. Yes, indeed. You don't have to think much with playing Eldrazi, but you shouldn't forget Chalice of the Void.
Yeah.
There you have another Mimic, but... So Dries is at 4, of course, at this moment.
Yeah. Soon to be on 2.
So once again, Leovold goes through Chalice of the Void of 2 times in a row, and he's just giving Francois extra cards. It's Caracassing it each time.
Yeah.
So a response, I draw a card before the trigger of before the spell resolves.
Yeah.
So then he can cast it.
Yeah.
And again
Charles H. It's convert mana cost 3. Yeah, again.
Through Chalice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4 times Chalice Mistrader. I believe Dries at this moment doesn't know that it's casting. It's casting. I believe he believes at this moment that it's just putting onto the battlefield or something. And
probably,
not casting.
Probably he is, because it's I really don't. I really don't know.
Chalice at this moment.
I don't know Dries to make this kind of mistakes. So
maybe just didn't read the Aluren very good or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's maybe not common with this matchup, but it looks very bad for Dries at this moment.
It's
Francois is going to take this down. It will go to 1-1.
Yeah. It's just.
Actually, for Dries, it's better to scoop it up at this moment.
So he gets the time to have an extra game. Yeah,
yes,
this is lost.
It's round 3. You don't want to draw. You don't want to lose as well, but you want to be.
Okay, so we got the scoop from Dries now, which means he does want to have another 15 minutes or something to play that last game.
So it's 1-1.
Yeah. And he's definitely looking into his sideboard if he has some solution to. He didn't even have the Wretched Bombs in there.
Oh, so he had no out anymore from the moment that he came on the battlefield.
So Yeah.
But maybe he could have won. I don't know if he countered the dead right.
If he would have thought about if he would have thought about the Chelsea, he could have had a good chance.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun to see that sometimes people just make these kind of errors. Because sometimes you just feel like a fool if you forget something like that. But it's when you see good players like Dries, and again we know him as a good player. When you see good players like him,
as well, like they're saying in the chat as well, why do you play that right shaman as you're not training? Dries was only at 4 anymore. Francois could have won as well, like 3 rounds, 3 rounds before or something. He was, I believe. Also, he was a little bit confused about getting all his creatures through Chalice of the Void or something, and therefore made some small mistakes by himself. I don't know, but in the end, Francois did take it down, so it's 1-1. In the top right, you see almost 20 minutes left. It's like 14 to 15 minutes.
14-ish.
I can't adjust the clock anymore, but we did start 5 minutes late with the clock. So let's see, but I believe our backup matchup will be over as well. Oh, but the players are starting, so let's just stay over here. Let's see, they're drawing both their 7 cards. You see Aluren, Brainstorm, Cavern Harpy, GT Fatal Push. Not very bad for Francois, but
on the other side,
tough hand to keep.
On the other side, we see two on the other side, we see 2 soul lands. We see both Ancient Tombs as well as City of Traitors.
Oh yes, Wretched Bomb.
Wretched Bomb. I see. Is that an Endbringer? I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah. And the last card on hand, I can't see. There's a Wasteland as well. Yeah. And Dries decided to keep. So. And Sorcerer Spyglass, the other one. I think
very good.
I think it would be very good. Yeah, because that will be turn 1 Sorcerer Spyglass, and he can see if he needs to get out the City of Traitors faster or not.
Can you choose a land with the Sorcerer Spyglass?
No, don't think you can. Any card name.
Yes. So if he only has fetch lands in hand or something, and you can say the fetch lands is totally without any mana.
Okay, but he went for the Mimic.
Yeah.
Paying 2 life with the Ancient Tomb.
Paying 2, is it 18?
Yep.
So can he be fast enough this time? Francois coming out with the drop into Ponder.
Yeah, keeping the fetch to, of course, if he has a bad Brainstorm or
another Brainstorm land, Aluren.
What's he going to take? He's going for the shuffle.
No, shuffle. Yeah. I believe he had all the cards that he found already in hand.
So no real need to keep
but
those.
Still needs to find some extra lands.
So
he has chosen to shuffle away the lands that he still needs, I believe. Yeah.
And he now has a Shadow's Agent.
It looked like, but it's an agent. So he has 2 lands in hand. Oh, maybe he has 3 lands in hand. The left one is a forest.
At least has a fetch. And
2 fetch lands.
Okay, the other one's Wasteland.
Wasteland.
Yeah. That's gotta hurt.
Wretched Bomb, just to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but Francois is playing Replicate, and he also already has one on hand, so he's not going to be that concerned about that Wretched Bomb.
So now Dries, he needs the possibility to follow up with Top-Knot Seer and Reality Smasher, then it could be all over very quick. But
he drew Jitter, so he could actually play it and equip it on the Mimic. There's a Top-Knot Seer.
Yeah, okay. Top-Knot Seer.
Yeah. Very solid play.
And then he can bash in for 4.
Yeah. Again,
he did attack last turn as well. When he played.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
We can't see the dice anymore from Francois, so we don't know.
So yeah, of course the abrupt decay, because that gets rid of the
Wretched
wretched
Bomb.
bomb.
The other spells aren't that, so it's a 4.
It's 4 damage, yeah.
So now they're 14, 14.
And he's going to fetch, so it's
Fetch
13.
13. So if Dries has a follow-up card, just a Reality Smasher.
Reality Smasher would be enormous on this. It would win the game.
That could win the game, yeah.
Because that makes lethal. So.
Does he have another 2 mana?
Land? No.
No. Because now he has the city, so he needs to watch out.
Francois took another fetch out of that one fetch.
He can't play anything?
No, he's...
Okay, put that one on 1.
So what's that?
Draw.
It's Thorn of Amethyst. He's got a Urborg. That's not good.
Going to 12, GT.
Yep. Equip it on the
Dot Seer.
Just to make sure it doesn't get 6. Yep. Getting 2 counters on the GT.
So Francois needs a good card.
Yeah.
Only just the charge ain't good enough.
It gives you 2 block. No, because it's he can get rid of the agent with the Jitten, of course, and no.
Yeah, but then attack for 6. He's at 7, so
yeah.
Oh, he did fetch now. He's at 6 at this moment, so that is enough.
Yep, it's enough.
So what can he bring in?
Ooh. Really don't have.
He has a land. He has Ensnaring Bridge again on that. But at this moment, it's not good enough.
No, because he's got too many cards.
Too many cards. His only possibility is to play Leovold, maybe at this moment, because he can't destroy Leovold, but he needs to shun block the Totnot Seer. Yeah. At that moment.
Yeah, probably the better choice.
It's the only out, I believe.
Yeah, fetching again, and life is getting very precious at this moment.
Yep. So if Dries,
because Dries now actually has enough with the, he's out because he can just attack with both. Francois needs to block the one of the both, and with the jitter, Dries can give the other one 2 times +2/+2, which is enough because the mimic would be 6.
No, you can't. You can't put the GT from one creature to another on instant speed.
Jitter gives target creature +2/+2, doesn't it?
No.
It's the equipped creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise it would be very insane.
Again, sometimes I say stupid stuff. I apologize.
Equipped creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it would say really target creature gets +2/+2, it would be a very insane card.
Yeah.
On the chat, we didn't see it as well, but they say he went from catacombs into islands.
We didn't see. Yeah, he actually did. So Dries, we really have to make sure that Dries wakes up before the next game.
Yeah.
And
Francois as well.
Yeah.
Their boats made some.
Some very strange misplays. Misplays. Just
some time ago, we did see him fetching verdant catacombs.
Yeah. We can now.
We're seeing it live at this moment.
Yeah. There's the handshake. So Dries takes in another game, and
he did indeed fetch verdant catacombs into an island. Ooh. A lot of misplays this matchup. We saw a lot of jealous triggers missed. Then we saw some bad fetching. We saw a lot of weird stuff actually. Yes. but we're switching back to the booth at this moment. So we saw the matchup from Eldrazi against Aluren. Eldrazi did take it down with 2-0 for Eldrazi.
No, 2-1.
2-1 for Eldrazi, indeed.
With tons of misplays.
With tons of misplays.
By both players.
The first round, it was just the Eldrazi player went too quick a little bit, did too much damage. In the second round, we saw a Ensnaring Bridge. That was a very big problem for the Eldrazi player. Had no outs. In his deck, he didn't board the Direction Bomb.
Only Direction Bomb on the side was the only thing he had to destroy any artifact on the other side. So, and he didn't take it, and then forgot about Chalice to because he could have pulled that second game.
Maybe he could have pulled that second game in
if he would have remembered that Chalice of the Void countering the Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, good. Can say for sure at this moment that it is like that, but okay. But then he did take down the
second game.
Third game. So they ended up in 2-1. This round is almost over. We're going out just for several minutes.
Again.
Getting a drink, and then we will be back in like 10 minutes or something.
Because
we will be back.
It's only 5 minutes left, something. Tonight at 10. See you back.
See you soon.
See you again.